DNA of business, the 530 grid. Mark?
Mark, we're talking about leadership today, and as a leader, I have to look down at this grid from 30,000 feet. I can't see this as, there's no box on here for leadership. So if I believe in the next dimension principle, what I do, then this must be a grid that at every level, as I move up to the next dimension, there must be a grid for the systems that are required at that level. What systems do I need to put in place to be a better leader to the people who are still at ground level?
Do you have the presenter's outline?
That I do not. Unless, okay, this side.
Sorry, this side.
Okay,
Yep. So go to this side. Top right, right underneath the 530 solution grid, there's leadership, and there's 6 levels of proficiency. So once you get the 530 grid in place, then you use the 6 levels of proficiency to control the 530 grid. So you start out with culture and values. So what's the culture and what's the values of our organization? And then the vision after that. And then after that, the belief and the knowledge. And then after that, the do. And then after that, the give. And then after that, the legacy. And so those are 6 levels. There's actually an online course, great course. It's a 7-week course, I think. I think it's like for $35. And you can go through a 7-week course on, it's called Integrity Leadership. It's on the Vision Project.
so then specifically, I'm going to need to use the 530 grid to spread a culture and values within my organization.
Absolutely, because the 530 grid is not only for growing your business and generating more sales, better sales, more leads, all of that. It's not only for that, it's for hiring people too. Marketing, who are the prospective hiring prospects, or EVAs or whatever you're using. Pre-sales is somebody raises their hand and says, I'm interested in working for you. Area 3 is the sale, it's the yes or the no. The ones that say no are probably often the best prospects. And if you don't have a really great system, because they have a lot of options, they can do a lot of things. Area 4 is servicing. Once you hire them, what do you do with them to see the success? And then area 5 is client or relationship for life. The big companies are masterful at this. They're genius. I mean, unbelievable. Do you know what the big 8 or big 3 accounting firms, do you know what they do when they lose somebody?
They do an exit interview.
But do you know what happens after they leave?
I have no idea.
There's a good reason big companies are big. There's a lot of really smart people there. What they do is one of the CPAs go ahead and leave. Where does he go, or she?
Competition.
Often not. Often not.
Start their own business.
No. They work for big companies. And what do big companies need?
Big accounting firm.
Big accounting firms. GE is spectacular at this too. So these big companies, what they've done is Area 5, they've learned how to turn all their time and money they spend into developing people and relationships, they leave and they turn into sales forces for them, by and large. That's why you're big. In small companies, it's really hard to do that kind of stuff. It's really hard to do that kind of stuff.
So in area 4, presuming that the people you're right now, the most immediate need is to take care of the people who are currently working for you.
Okay.
Where do you place your emphasis?
Well, it's the 3 steps to anything: examination, solution, implementation. So you need to do an examination of all of your team members. And so you do an examination of all your team members. And so if you go to the visionproject.net, and then you go here, oops, Peter, can you help me? Sorry, I don't
Just
know
get the
why.
back arrow.
So you go to the first page, and then you go, I think it's surveys or something, and then you go on, and there's there's like 50 different surveys. Get the surveys that'll survey all of your employees, and it'll survey them, and it'll find out their personality, their strengths, their weaknesses, what they like, what they don't. It'll go ahead and do all kinds of stuff, And so you're doing the examination of all your employees to find out your vulnerabilities and things there. So if you go over here to life-changing surveys, and then it's one of the surveys here. I think it's, yeah, it's right here. It's level 3 team assessment. And that grids out, that'll give you so much information, you'll peel out exactly where it's at. I mean, the resources that are available on the Vision Project,
It's unbelievable. I didn't know this was there.
right,
I was looking at this stuff.
right.
What's the first category to click on before you get there?
Yeah, go
Visionproject.net,
Go
then?
back. So people.
It's on the front page,
Yes.
it's life-changing
The
surveys.
first link is,
Life-changing surveys.
okay.
It says new.
It's been there for a while.
I believe you. It's not a button I would have clicked on.
Right, because you don't want to go to a red button that says new.
You wanna go to that free cool stuff?
No.
I'm always going to the free cool stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, people don't,
Right.
I'm pretty sure people haven't gone there either because I mean, there is so much here,
Pretty cool stuff.
yeah, and the free
Oh,
cool
that's-
stuff.
it's-
I mean,
It goes on and on.
yeah, there's just tons of stuff here.
Do you think it's a good idea to take that survey and turn over the results to your employee in the same
If
relationship?
you know what you're doing, absolutely. Absolutely, if you know what you're doing, absolutely. If you don't, it could be a little tenuous. They might recognize, why am I working for you?
I should start my own business.
Right, I mean, you're an idiot, I'm doing pretty good.